Hey guys, so for those that might be watching me for the very first time, my name is Adiola and I am a blogging coach, which means that I help bloggers to achieve the blogging goal. So that might be growing the blog traffic or even monetizing their website. Alright, so in this training series, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your own website blog. Right, usually most people call it blog, but if you want to create your own website or you want to create your own blog, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to do that. Why do I believe that blogging isn't dead, right? And it's not too late to start a blog and make money from it, because like I said, there are about a billion blogs, so it's very easy to think that, oh, it's too late for me to set up a blog, or blogging is dead. Now guys, I'm going to quickly go through these points. I believe I wrote 10 points, right? About why I believe blogging isn't dead and it's not too late for you to set up your own blog right now in 2019. Even if you're going to be watching this video in 2021, 2025, blogging will never be dead. And here is why, right? So the fact that people are still reading magazines and newspapers and other print media shows that people are still interested in reading. Now, we all learn in different ways, right? So some people are visual learners. For me, for example, I'm a visual learner. So like I can retain something better and longer if I actually see it written out. For example, if you tell me your name, it's easier for me to forget. But if you actually write it out, like say on a name tag, then I can remember it easily, right? So we all learn in different ways. And as a matter of fact, studies have shown that when we see something, like when we read something, we are more likely to retain that memory than just hearing it, right? Number two, the fact that post office, right, post offices in where you can mail, like actual mail, the fact that they are still open, right, shows that people are still reading, right? People are still reading. Third point, right? Bookstores are still open, right? And they are still selling books, even though you can listen to like audiobooks on Audible, podcasts. But the fact that bookstores are still open, right, and they are selling stuff, because sometimes when I go to into a bookstore, sometimes I have to line up, right, because the cash register is busy, right? So the fact that bookstores are still open, people are still buying print media, people are still reading, shows that blogging isn't there, because blogging is it's a text based media, right? And also text blogs, right? So text blogs are still receiving daily traffic despite the availability of YouTube videos. Because again, like I said, we all learn in different ways. And as a matter of fact, YouTube is blocked in a lot of countries. And the fifth point that I already mentioned is that we all learn in different ways. So some people prefer to read something over listening or over watching a video. Or sometimes, you might listen to something or watch a video about it, but you still need that physical thing that you can print out, highlight, underline, whatever, right? And six is that blogs are great for people with a photographic memory, right? So I have that kind of memory whereby, when I see something written out, it's easier for me to remember, right? And also, I love reading. Like sometimes if I'm looking up a recipe, sometimes I would actually read a blog post about that recipe than to actually watch a YouTube video where it's easier to follow it. But for me, it's easier for me to just read that recipe, read the directions, than watching a video, because sometimes I might miss a step, and then I have to fast forward and rewind, and it just takes a long time. So sometimes even like a skill such as cooking, looking up new recipes, sometimes I prefer to read about it than to even watch it. I know it's kind of weird. And number seven, you can print out a blog post to read, highlight, right? And this is great for somebody with a tactile learning style, right? So if you are like a hands-on kind of a person, you can print out a blog article, you can highlight it, you can underline it, you can do whatever it is you want with it, right? And number eight, I think I touched upon this earlier. Depending on where you live, you might have a really slow internet connection or none at all. Meaning that to watch a YouTube video might be very frustrating, or in some countries you might need to buy data, and they are quite expensive, right? But with a blog, you can just easily go into like an internet cafe and pay for like 10 minutes and quickly print out. Obviously you might have to pay to print out, but just quickly print out whatever blog post that you want to read about and just pay like a very small amount, right? And number nine, like I mentioned earlier, YouTube, right, and other audio um, media could be blocked in the country that that you are in, right? So blogging could be a really great way for you to get started, and also because blogging is cheap. It is, it's very cheap. In some cases it might even be free, but to have a YouTube channel, you might need to buy the camera, figure out your background to record, make sure I have good mic, good sound, the background, everything is okay. Like, who has that time? Right? Who has that time? So that's, that brings me to my 10th point, which is that it's much faster to set up a blog than a YouTube channel, right? Because a YouTube channel, like I just said, there is a lot involved, right? You need the equipment, you need a good location, you need, to dress well, you need all these things to be able to have a YouTube channel or like a video channel. So guys, this is why blogging isn't dead and blogging will never be dead, because we all learn in different ways, and just Google loves blogs, actually, right? It allows blogs, and it's your own platform, right? Because even if you do have a YouTube channel, it's good to have your own website where you can embed your own videos, just in case YouTube kicks you out. Because sometimes, depending on how you use other people's platforms, they might kick you out, close down your channel, and that's it. You've lost everything. But with a blog, or with your own website, you can have your own home, right? Because having a YouTube channel, it's almost like renting, and then if you get into like a fight with your landlord, or or you did something wrong, that's it, you're gone, right? So it's always good to even have your own platform, to have your own website, even if you have a really successful YouTube channel, right? Still have your own blog. So, and this is why I have this training series to show you how to create your own um, how to create your own blog, right? Or blog, and also how to set up your own website. Alright guys, so that's it for me for now. And the next video series, I'm going to be showing you 20 steps, right? So I'm just going to show you a sneak peek, right? So I'm going to show you a sneak peek on what I'm going to talk about. So this is what I'm going to talk about. I might even break it up into maybe two sections, yeah. So in the next training series, I'm going to show you the 20 steps you need to take to start up a profitable blog. Now guys, take note, you don't have to do everything at once, because blogging is a journey that you are on. So you can just start one step at a time and add on to it. Now, if you need more support, make sure to join that membership group. And I do have a Facebook community as well. You can join it. It's completely free of charge, and we answer all your questions about blogging and pretty much everything you need to know about having an online platform and your own online website. Alright guys, if you have any questions, leave it below in the comment section, and be sure to claim your free download. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.